Rebecca Hall wasn't dead. Not exactly. When the realtor found the house empty, she was already beneath it, trapped in a place no daylight could reach. Her body wandered upstairs, but her mind screamed in a room made of shadow and memory. She had tried to run, again and again, but the house didn't punish her with pain, it punished her with memory. Every wall whispered her regrets. Every mirror showed her failures. Every creak was her mother's disappointed sigh, or her ex-husband's cold laughter. Upstairs, she walked and spoke and opened doors, but none of it was her. The house had taken her, piece by piece, until only the shell remained. Rebecca Hall was now part of Wicker Lane, and Wicker Lane was hungry again. They sent an investigator, Thomas Gray, a private eye from New Jersey, whose sister had disappeared near Wicker Lane years ago. He thought Rebecca's case might be linked. He wasn't wrong. He arrived with notebooks, a tape recorder, and something few before him brought, intent to burn the place down. Inside, the air turned colder. The doors stayed open for him like the house was curious. He called out, but no one answered, except the stairs. They creaked on their own, leading him to the bedroom. To Rebecca, she looked alive, but something in her eyes didn't blink. When Thomas asked who she was, she tilted her head and whispered, "I'm what's left." And before he could run, the door slammed shut behind him. Thomas recorded everything. For 2 nights, he stayed. He spoke with Rebecca, or rather, the house wearing her face. It told him stories of others. It had kept the Hendersons, the boy in the closet, the twins under the staircase. It didn't feed on blood, it fed on grief. He tried to leave on the 3rd day, but the road was gone, replaced with fog, endless, unmarked, devouring. His GPS spun in circles. His car radio played only Steadicam, till it didn't, until it played his own voice, begging for help. He understood then Rebecca hadn't stayed because she couldn't leave. She stayed because the house had stitched her into its seams. Now, it was stitching him. Each fear, each regret, carved into wood and wall. And the more he resisted, the deeper it pulled him in. On the 5th day, he set the fire. Basement to attic, he drenched the wood in gasoline and struck the match. The flames roared. Rebecca screamed not in pain, but in rage. But the fire didn't consume the house. It consumed him. When fire crews arrived, the house was untouched. Not a single scorch mark. But Thomas was gone. His recorder, however, sat neatly on the porch, playing the last words he ever spoke. It's not just haunted, it's alive, and it remembers everything. Today, the house on Wicker Lane still stands. Real estate sites list it as off-market. Locals cross the street when passing by, and some nights, if you listen closely, you'll hear voices in the wind whispers of those who entered and never left. The house doesn't hunt, it waits.